Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff. Been a while since I've done this. I miss doing this. So we're gonna talk about today Splatoon 3, and I know it came out a few weeks ago, but I finally got around to playing it just because life got busy, and I just want to at least talk about some good things about this game and some things I'm not really a fan of, but I'll save the major stuff for the full review. So first thing, what I love about this game is just the character and the energy of this game. You know, naturally, because Nintendo is a Japanese company, a lot of the games of Nintendo is based off Japanese culture, which is cool and interesting to learn about. But it's nice to have a game that's actually based off American culture, more specifically kind of the urban New York culture, and you really see that part of the game really kind of brought out. And it's nice to see a game that's actually that's kind of almost made for us. From the hairstyles to the clothing, I actually felt like Nintendo was trying to make a legitimate attempt of trying to learn American culture. And you can see that from the clothing to the style. It's just nice to see, and something I hope they do for more games. Another thing I like is that this game, I feel, could potentially be a contender of an actual competitive shooting game. I feel like one market Nintendo has yet to explore was actually having a good shooter. And for me, as somebody who grew up with Call of Duty and Halo, I crave for those type of games on the Nintendo console. And it's great to see that the Switch is getting more rated M games and games that are only exclusive to other consoles. It's nice to have that they have their own competitive game, right? And again, I'm gonna save a lot of this for the review, but what I love about Splatoon, and this is kind of just a standard of how Nintendo makes the games, is this how at any level you can still have fun. One thing I love with Splatoon is the duality of being able to still be able to help your team in different ways. So if you're somebody who comes from traditional shooting games, you'll probably go out in the middle and take out your opponents like you traditionally do by shooting them. But if you're somebody that's new to the game, or you don't find that as fun to go out and shoot, you can go and hit the stage and still offer some way of helping your team, which is great that at any level you can still be doing something beneficial for your team, and it's still fun too. Next thing, and this is probably one of my biggest happy changes that I've seen in the game, was the lobby system. Before, with the other lobby system, I haven't played Splatoon 2 as much, but I remember it being the same. But when I played Splatoon 1, it was just kind of boring to just see your character just wait, and then numbers go on screen as it countdowns to the lobby, right? And I feel like that time could be used in so many other ways. And before, I would just go on my phone just to kill time. But it's nice that you're actually able, whether it's to practice the weapon you're using, or just to practice movement, or whatever the case may be, or just a way of killing time, you can actually practice shooting targets and just get better at your game. And honestly, it's a small change, but it is something that made a huge difference in terms of fine to wait for another match. Okay, so now let's get to the bad, or you can say some of my concerns for the game. So what I'm not a fan of is that when you start a match, and granted, Splatoon matches are not really that long, they're usually from 5 at most 10 minutes. But whenever you start a match, you have a loadout. And in other shooting games, whenever you die, you're able to swap from a different loadout. But Splatoon, you're locked with the loadout that you have. And it sometimes can be frustrating because sometimes you may want to change based off of what weapons your team has. So if everyone has the paint roller, you may want another type of gun, whether it's a sniper, to bounce off of that. But unfortunately, you're unable to do that just because you're locked into that. It's a small thing, but it'll be great to be able to change mid-match. Just whether it's to help your team of being paint roller, or you just want to try a different loadout. It's a small change, but I think it would make a big difference. And another thing I don't really like about is that you can't customize your loadout. So for example, if you have a specific gun is locked with a specific type of grenade and locked with a specific type of special. Again, I'm not far into this game. I'm only a couple hours in, so maybe at some point when you get to a certain level, you're able to make custom loadouts. But if that's the case, that you can't make your own loadouts, that's very unfortunate, because I feel like you'll be able to lack customization and lack variety. So I really hope that they somehow change that. And now, this is not necessarily a bad thing, and could just be a good thing, but I'm just more concerned. But if you purchased Splatoon 2, which I have, they give you a golden ticket, and this golden ticket, it allows you to buy any weapon loadout to all the levels, which is a great thing to see, right? So you can be new to this game and have technically the best weapon in this game, and it sounds like it's OP. It sounds like it's overpowered, but the thing is that I remember when I tried that, and although my weapon was great, I still sucked at the game. So I wasn't at that much more of advantage of people who actually know how to play the game. So, you know, I was just concerned that for people who are beginning the game, they might get discouraged by seeing all these previous players not only play better than them, but have better weapons than them. But like I said, I use myself as an example. I was still pretty bad with some of the best guns in the game. So it may not be as big of a deal, but it's just a concern that I hope it's not a big deal. But anyway, I hope to... Geez, sorry guys, I haven't done this in a while. But anyways, I hope to have the review out soon. I'm not sure when, possibly in a week or two. And so far, I'm enjoying my experience with Splatoon. Great game. Don't have too much complaints. And yeah, looking forward to playing the rest of the game. Alright, take care guys, and have a good day.